Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I've last filmed anything for that matter, but I think it was long overdue that I did a bit of an update on where we're at fertility wise and like the whole journey itself. I have had to write everything down like over the past few months, so I will be looking down and looking at it because it's been a long time since anything's happened. But yeah, like I said, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Okay, so basically what's gone on. So I can't remember the last time I filmed. I think it was a long time ago. I can't remember what it was. But basically, so what happened was shortly after our appointment at the fertility clinic, which is when I last filmed, we'd had like an update and they told us what had gone on. I could just come back from my appointment with them. Basically, I'm not going to sit here and slag anyone off, but yeah, so me and my partner split. The partner I was with at the time when this whole journey started, we split up and I moved out and moved on, so it would seem. I moved on and I met my wonderful partner who I'm with now. And I'm not gonna go into detail about the relationship or what have you, but you know, we had our reasons why things weren't working and why we split. Like, it just turned out that he wasn't as on board as I thought he was for the whole family situation that we were trying to have, and things were just not working out between us. Like, it wouldn't have been a good situation to bring a family into. So anyway, we split up, and it was rough, don't get me wrong, it was rough. But yeah, we split and I moved out and I moved on. Anyhow, sort of like present, like where things are now. Obviously I'm with my new partner. I've been with him for a while now. Probably the best part of a year, nearly. Yeah, the best part of a year, maybe like 8 or 9 months, something like that. So I'm with him and I'm on a weight loss journey still, because when we went to the last appointment at the fertility clinic, I was told that I was too overweight, like, to even be considered for IVF. So obviously I had to lose some weight, which I'm still in the process of doing. Like, I'm not pressuring myself to lose it like quickly, like, because that just doesn't work for me. I'm not the kind of person that if I put pressure on myself it makes me do it quicker. Like, it's more likely to make me quit. So even though the thought of starting a family is my motivation, I'm not pressuring myself to do anything so quickly, like unhealthily quickly, if that makes sense. But yeah, there has been a bit of like a change in the situation though. Recently I went back for some more tests, just to my gynecologist, and we did some more blood tests, and my tests that they were the same tests that they'd originally run. Like, obviously my FSH levels, my LH levels, you know, all that jazz. They ran the same test to see if anything had changed, and my new test results that we got back, the latest ones, they showed that my levels were back at a normal level. So obviously it changed and they'd gone back to normal, like what she would class as like a normal range, which is, I mean, it's great news, like, because I didn't think that they would. I thought that was it, then it would just start declining and that would be it. Like, I would never get back to, I thought I'd never be back at the fertile-ish sort of stage that I originally was in many years ago. But yeah, so she said everything was normal and I haven't heard from her since. But obviously I have still been trying. Like I say, me and my partner, we have still been trying. obviously he's fully on board and he's dead supportive, and he's an absolute blessing in disguise, he really is. And he wants nothing more than for this to work, and you know, for a family with me, and I want nothing more with him. I don't want it to seem like I'm just out to get a family. I mean, I'm not. Like, when I left my ex-partner, it was the last thing I could think of. Like, obviously when I started seeing my new partner, things got serious really quickly, and you know, he's aware that it could take a long time. I'm aware that it could take a long time, even still, like with my levels being back at normal, it could still take a long time. But he's dead supportive, and I'm grateful that, you know, I've found someone like that. But yeah, so we are still trying. I'm not pressuring myself as much. I had been like tracking my ovulation and taking these supplements and using apps to track, and obviously I've got my paper form, which I am going to do a video on, like just explaining how it helps, because it does. Like, if you don't use an app, you can do it like manually, buying like at home ovulation strips and doing it yourself, and then you can obviously see and test as often as you want. With my results though, I'm thinking about it. With my results, she said that egg preservation is probably going to be the best option if I am still hoping to have children. And obviously, although my levels are normal, she did originally say that my levels, like, they thought, because obviously they don't know, they can't tell, like, without doing like deeper inspections, they can't tell exactly how many eggs you've got left, like how long you've got. But she said, going off what my levels were like, they would imagine that I wouldn't probably have enough for like enough decent quality eggs for a successful round of IVF, so that she would recommend egg preservation instead. So after that, I just wasn't putting any pressure on myself. I thought, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. I'm just going to continue eating better, having a healthier lifestyle, doing what my body feels like it actually needs to do, taking the vitamins, and just obviously still having faith, like, and hoping, you know, never giving up. Like, I never will give up, like, until someone says to me, like, that's it now, like, it's completely over. I will never give up the hope. And I'm so glad I didn't, because this is a real bittersweet situation, but I have to look on the brighter side, like the more positive side, that a couple of months ago, so when was it? It was September and October. So the month of September and the month of October, I actually had a chemical pregnancy, both in September and in October. Yes, it was absolutely heartbreaking, because the amount of years I've been taking pregnancy tests, and they've all said negative, to get a positive after a positive after a positive after a positive, I never thought I'd see it. And obviously I was so excited. I didn't want to say anything to many people, because obviously if something seems too good to be true, it normally is. And so that seemed, but yeah, it ended up being a chemical pregnancy. The doctor confirmed it, and the same happened in October. So in a way, I'm glad that it happened, because at least now I know that I can get pregnant, if that makes sense. Like, it's not, because it's been years since I've you know, I've ever had a positive pregnancy test. I don't know if I mentioned, it's a completely different story, like, but many years ago, when I was quite a bit younger, I did actually get pregnant, and I lost the child. So I have been pregnant before, and now I just thought it wasn't ever going to happen again, and it did. It happened twice. So as horrific as that was, like thinking this is it, and then it ended up not being it, at least I know I can get pregnant like naturally, like it's not impossible. So this was just a bit of an update video really. Like I don't think there's much more. It's not as much as a journey as I thought it was going to be. I don't think there's much more to say until like one day, fingers crossed, I actually get pregnant and I can continue like the whole journey of this family that I'm hoping to have. But yeah, so the chemical pregnancies weren't the nicest of things to go through, I must admit. But I did have a lot of support, and I've healed from that now, but mainly because of the hope that I have that I can get pregnant in the future. Like there is possibilities that it will happen for me again. So what I'm not doing is stressing myself out. I'm not trying to overly like overwork myself to the point where I'm stressing like every month it would be any little twinge. I'd be like, oh my god, am I pregnant? And then, you know, like a week later I'd get my period and I'd be devastated. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to constantly live like dreading getting my period, because I know that it's gonna happen. Like, and when it doesn't happen, that's when I can be like, right, you know, this is it. So yeah, this is probably going to be the last fertility video that I'm going to film, at least until I have an update gynecology wise, like whether I get my eggs preserved or I go ahead with IVF, or, you know, until I get any sort of update. I just thought I had to come on and post a video because it had been so long, and I know a lot of people had noticed that I wasn't with my ex-partner anymore and I've been a bit MIA. But a lot had changed and I'm feeling a lot better. I'm learning to live with like the possibility that it's going to be hard. But yeah, the fertility journey has been cut short, and I'm sorry that it's a bit of a letdown. But obviously as soon as, you know, I'm just going to speak as if it's going to happen. Like as soon as I find out I'm pregnant, there's going to be a whole new series. But what I will do is I will post a video on how to track your ovulation, just for like anyone that's wondering like how I was doing it, because it did work for me. Obviously the month that I did get pregnant, the September month that I got pregnant, it worked. October month, I'm not sure how I even did it, because I didn't track my ovulation that month, and excuse the details, we didn't have sex a lot. Like I think we maybe only had it like maybe like once or twice around the time when I think that it might have been most fertile. But we didn't actively do it, so to speak. So yeah, so I will post a video on how to track ovulation for anyone that's interested. Let me know if you want me to do that or not, because if no one wants to see it, then I won't do it. I'm sure there's plenty of other videos you can watch on YouTube on how to track ovulation and whatnot, like at home with writing it down. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see that. But yeah, this new year, 2022, is going to be my year. I just know it. I'm hoping it's going to be my year, and it's going to be the year that we start a family of our own. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting me throughout this journey. I'm sorry that it's been cut short. I've literally posted maybe 3 videos. 3 videos, that's how long it lasted. But it was unforeseen. Like we weren't to know what was going to happen, and obviously if anything does arise and I can and do get pregnant, then you'll be seeing more of me on the fertility side of the YouTube channel. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my other videos. I'm going to be focusing more on like the beauty and lifestyle side of things now. So I'll leave these fertility journey videos out for now, and I will see you guys later. Bye.